Yo, let's talk about recognition and respect. While I feast, the label's picking up the check. Then I leave to
What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Recognition and Respect. I'm here with my homegirl, Angie. Say what's up, Angie.
Hi, guys. I'm Angie.
So I'm going to start this off the way I start all my episodes. Just tell the people who you are and what you do, and you could be as literal or as metaphorical as you want.
Cool. So I am a bar owner in Huntington Park, and the name of my bar is Novacane Bar. And it's a great staple in the community from what I've been told. And I miss it a lot right now, going through a lot of withdrawals, but I can't wait to be open, and I know it's going to be a good thing. So I'm just waiting for that day to come. But,
yeah, me too. So for people who follow SHNEAKY, I DJ there on Tuesdays usually, and we'll start again hopefully when this is all done. I didn't realize how much I ate at your place. I'm going hungry now because you're not feeding me once a week,
You come 1 hour early before your DJ set so you can eat.
Seriously, and then I try to order something before I bounce for the hangover breakfast the next day. So,
exactly.
One of the things that always comes up when people find out that you're the owner of the bar is like, oh my gosh, she's so young, this and that, like strong woman, this and that. So I'm curious, what's the story behind that, if you don't mind sharing, and how does someone your age end up owning a bar at this time in a dope spot, in a dope bar, and how did that happen?
So I can't take all the credit. I definitely, my parents have helped me a lot with Novacane. I grew up in the whole bar scene. My dad owning multiple bars. At a very young age, I remember being in the office and just there because we wouldn't have babysitters all the time. So I just remember always being in that lifestyle and seeing my parents just especially my dad, when my brother and I were old enough to start working, technically working in the Hispanic world is 10 years old.
Child labor.
Yeah, child labor. So my dad would be like, levántate, hoy vamos a ser mandado. And I'm just fuck, it's 8 in the morning, and he had to go. At that time my parents didn't have janitors or people to clean the bars, so my dad would be working all night, and then the next morning he would go and clean the fucking bars and sweep up and stock up and do everything. I just remember my brother and I would have to go all the time and help him and load up, go to all the wholesale beer places in downtown LA, and I forgot the other place. It's called Garvey's Wholesale. It's passing Montebello. But yeah, going to those two main places all the time as a kid, and even the workers knew who I was, and I felt all cool. My dad all respected, all cool. So yeah, my brother and I will do that at a young age, and I always knew I wanted to open a bar based on that, because seeing my dad and my mom come from nothing and just be your own bosses, and my mom too coming her background working in downtown LA and working as a oh my gosh, I just got lost right now. She's working as a building manager, so she's been doing that for 20 plus years, and my mom's her own boss. Obviously them as a team, they just grew and expanded their kingdom, I want to say, and show my siblings and I what it is to work their asses off and work to have what they have today. So they're definitely my professors and what I do today, and I'm still learning from them. So
you can legit say it's a family business, and you straight up grew up in this lifestyle, and this was kind of your destiny almost.
Yeah, for sure. It's I always knew I wanted that. And then so obviously my parents helped me along in the way with with getting my liquor license. I didn't know where to start with that, and I just learning how to bartend and learning things that I never thought I'd be good at or have a passion for. It just all came to me all at once. It's I totally did not expect it to for me to blossom the way I did. And I was really hard on myself in the beginning, and I didn't think I could do it. And I was getting criticized because I was young, and like it did look like, they just give her a bar and like she's just running it. Like I didn't want to come off like as this like spoiled like person. So I worked my ass off to show that like, no, like I just wasn't handed a bar to me. Like it's just like I worked my ass off to be where I am today. And like I love to show my face there, and I love to be behind the bar, and I love to be doing everything. And if I'm not doing anything, like, I feel like crap about it. So definitely, I just, thank my parents a lot along the way. And my next goal is to have Novacane as a landmark in Huntington Park, because I just feel like the community love it so much and are so happy that there's something like that in their neighborhood where they're proud to go to and feel safe at, and just like be like proud to have it. Like, people tell me like, I walk here and I walk back home like all drunk. And like, yeah. it's like cool. Like so many customers tell me that, I'm like, dude, you live that close? And they're like, you have no idea, like so-and-so right here. And I'm just like, oh crap, that's cool. Like, it's definitely it's definitely a neighborhood bar for a lot of people. And that makes me extremely happy. Like the feedback I get back from the community. And honestly, I wouldn't flourish the way I am today if it wasn't for the customers I have today, and like my regulars, and just like all the people who love Novacane and what it stands for. So I'm super lucky and like blessed to have the customers I have today, and like how much they love my bar. And like that's what keeps me going. Like when I hear little comments, or like when I'm walking by and I hear things, or like people think I'm not listening to what they're saying, like, it's just like I'm just like going to the office and crying real quick, like that's so beautiful, thank you. Like, like I hear people say like, oh, this is the best small ever, like, or like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It just keeps me going. So
So you said bartending. Like, did you not bartend in the other establishments that your parents owned before Novacane? Were you not like a bartender and in the bar and behind the bar? That was something you picked up later, or was that something you did before you had your own bar?
Yeah, I helped out my dad's bar a lot with bartending, but it wasn't like what I'm doing today, because in my dad's bar was like very Mexican dive bar. So the craziest shit people ask for would be tequila sunrise. And I'm like, hell yeah. Which is not
crazy at all. You're like, I got this.
It's not crazy. It's just four things, but like you don't even shake it. It's just like you build it up. So that was the craziest thing ever. And then everything else would just be like 2-ingredient cocktails, like Grey Goose and cranberry juice,
right. All the staples,
all like, the like OG kind of like spirits that people are into, and that kind of like atmosphere. So, and then also buckets, just like buckets of beers, and like, so it was never like craft and like mixology kind of like vibe. So definitely I had to like learn how to do that, and I would just like go to all the bars I was influenced by and like watch them work and just be inspired by them and be like, oh my god, I want to be like that.
Where did the concept come from? Because like Novacane definitely has like its own feel, and obviously like it's not just the craft drinks, you're also doing like bomb food, and you have like the plant-based options. It's very like, I want to say hipster, but now I feel like hipster is the wrong word. Like hipster is kind of like a negative thing now, but I feel like it was like, it has like that very new age, like very hip kind of bar. And like, obviously that comes from your influence, but was that an idea that you kind of like hashed out over time, or was that something, like, I'm just curious about like where that came from, and like, what was the like birth of the Novacane idea,
Well, we are in Santa Fe and Slauson, so just the fact that Slauson, the name of it alone, like what it stands for, I like obviously didn't want to like gentrify or anything. I wanted to keep it to the roots and like people feel like at home, and like, it's a very, very like Latin vibes, and I wanted to keep it just like, one of the things is because Novacane was two different kind of bars prior to that, and there were like Mexican dive bars, like the kitty cat bar style, like the bar next door,
like the exact same. Like, they were like literally like that.
Yeah, like it was like that, like two different types of bar. So I just wanted to keep it where it's very, people could relate to it and be excited about it, and there's something for everybody. Because when I was hardcore vegan for those 4 years, that's when I had to open Novacane, and like it was so important for me to incorporate those kind of dishes and like appetizers for people because I knew how hard it was at that time because at that time there wasn't bars and like restaurants weren't doing tons of vegan stuff at that point. So I needed to like incorporate that because it was very important. And then I had to establish something for the meat eaters that like I knew people would love, and that's where like I would honestly like have my mom and my brothers help me on that part because I like couldn't try anything because I was vegan. But other than that, like I have like the fried potato taquitos, which is my grandma's recipe. So like I wanted to put like Mexican things that people had at home, like Mexican, like the Mexican taquitos, like we make our fresh guacamole, so it's like at home. And like the tacos, the salsas, like everything is just like made with love. And I mean, you've tried it. So, I mean, everything made fresh. And it was so important to me because I want people to walk out and be like, oh my God, dude, it was so bomb. It was so fresh. You could tell like it was just made today. No, it was super important to me. I just didn't want to just have normal bar food. And as far as like, keeping just like the culture alive right there and like
the look and the art
yeah.
and like the employees and like the rapport and all that, it's like it's a vibe. It's definitely like a vibe. That's
definitely I want all the artists I had at Novacane are all locals from LA, and that was like super important to me to like incorporate that. And also just the cocktails, like they're all song names that like I was influenced by, a lot of Frank Ocean stuff, and like some people don't know some of the cocktails are song names, but yeah, they are.
I actually didn't know that until right now.
Oh, there you go. Like for instance, like this really popular cocktail people order is called "Breaking the Habit." This Linkin Park song.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that came from that. Yeah, wow. I see. You
Also,
learn something new every day.
Another popular cocktail is Love Fool, and that's the cardigan. So,
wow. Dun, dun, dun,
yeah.
Okay, wow.
Exactly.
Yeah, I had no idea. I mean, I knew the drinks, and I guess I knew that they were song titles, but like, I did not put the two together.
Like Rich Kids, fucking Suck Me Pump, Me Winehouse. Anyways, that's beside the point. But I just wanted to like have like also kind of like influence. How should I put this? Like for instance, like the Love Pool, like the fresh mango puree, the tequila, the tajin on the rim, the agave and lime juice, like and the mango chili. Like boom, that's such a like Latina girl drink right there. Bam.
Yeah, it has all the elements.
And that's honestly like it has all the elements, and like I just wanted to like do like great ass palomas and enchiladas where people can have that, and it's just like it's just great quality. You're not gonna pay double for it for that like you're paying for the quality, yes, but you're not gonna be paying for like the gentrified price for it either, because no matter what, like we are in the hood, and I'm gonna respect that too, because like yeah, I'm from Downey, but at the end of it, like I'm in Huntington Park, and I have to respect the hood too. So that's another thing that's really important to me. And also my dad's bar, like he had the longest, which was El Vaquero on Gage and Holmes, which is 5 minutes away from Novacane. Like that's in Huntington Park. So that's the bar I was always at, like super young. So I always felt like it was right to have Huntington Park like my bar. So yeah, what are the odds of that?
So you mentioned you're from Downey, like born and raised on the playgrounds where you spent most of your days, or what?
Yes, I'm born and raised in Downey, D-Town, where the girls get down. Highly represent 562.
But you're dumb. But I mean that like also like lately there has been like this growing like Southeast LA. I don't know, sometimes Downey's included in that, sometimes Downey's not, depending on who you're talking to. But I don't know. You're still from the hood. People from Downey think they're better than us, but they're not, they just think they are, It's like it's like the ghetto.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna exclude myself from that. I'm not part of that percentage, so I'm here, so rocking my roots and still representing both.
I've just I've heard people call it the ghetto Beverly Hills, that's all.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, it is. It is. I'm gonna agree with you on that part.
For sure.
But yeah, no, cheers, bro. Fuck you.
Cheers. I'm not talking shit. I mean, we are talking shit, but it's because we're friends, you know.
I know. No, totally, dude. Like
And I miss you, and I haven't done this. I haven't done this.
I miss you too.
It's been so long, you know.
No, for sure. But yeah, I mean, like I said, my dad has owned the Vaquero 20 years and like is in Huntington Park, and I just always in that area, like since I was super young.
Yeah,
So
I
just,
guess
like,
we adopted you. It's cool, I guess, you know. HP will
I
adopt
feel
you.
adopted.
You know? Yeah, we'll take you.
I feel adopted.
Yeah.
Thank you.
As
I
young-
appreciate it. Well,
as-
yeah,
yeah.
like you. Well, like yeah, when I first I'm really happy that like you and I have this close relationship and bond, because I know how much you do for like the city and how involved you are, just like with activities and like just like, dude, fundraisers. Like you're just like so involved in so much things, and like you're so vocal, and like you're just super woke, and you're like you know, the way you speak, and like, you know, when you perform at the bar, and like, you know, like just like the first show I had at the bar, and like, you know, shit was so sick, dude. Like you're dope as fuck. But yeah, I'm really happy to be really cool with you, because I feel like you're a really big staple in the city of Huntington Park. And what is it? I want to say Maywood and Southgate. Yeah. So yeah, dude, like you do a lot for the city, and you're great.
Thank you.
Because like we're the same age, and like, you know, you're fucking dope.
I appreciate that, and I always tell you, like, you know, it's every musician, artist, promoter's dream to have like a venue in their hood, you know, that like supports them, and
Yeah, for sure.
where that actually people like to go to, and especially with HP, like going back on that same point of like the bars that used to be in that space, like it's always been so hard as someone who I feel is like always been alternative to the culture here. That's like mostly like paisa, like Mexican chunti culture, you know. It's like a lot of the venues right here would not give us a chance to throw shows or DJ parties, is because it was like, oh yeah, that's not the music we're trying to do here. That's not the sound or the people or whatever.
Well,
So
see, that's where I come in, and like that's why I get shitted on both ends of the stick, because like I want the reason like why I feel like my purpose of Novacane is to like obviously like support artists like you, and like have a space like that to express yourself, and vice versa, other people in the community. And like, you know, that's why like people give me so much, like for instance, like the rule of me not having banda corridos at the bar.
people
like
don't actually believe
it's
me
just
when I
like-
tell them that you have a sign. They're like, no way, she doesn't have a sign. I'm like, she has a sign. Go read it. That's what it says. Look. They're like, no way.
I know. People like don't really see it, but I'm just like, it's there, just look up. So anyways, yeah, like I have people tell me like, why don't you let anyone play banda corridos in here? And I'm just like, look, dude, like there's so many bars you could go in, HP, Southgate, Maywood, like downtown, or like go more deep in the hood, like go next to Clika bar, for instance. Like there's so much places you go to, and honestly, the people who come here don't want to listen to that, because they're trying to escape from that, because there's all there is in the area. Not as a bad thing, but it's just like they're trying to escape from that, dude. And I'm trying to like, I have a higher percentage of clientele, people that don't want to listen to that, and I'm gonna pay attention to that higher percentage, because that's where business comes. Like I don't want to play that, and like I think it's like I have every right to say that, because my background, where I come from, I listen to corridos, bandas 24/7, like on my dad's bar. I like that shit. I love it. Especially when you're drinking, I like it. I understand. That's why I play it at the end, and then at like 1:30 a.m. I play like Chavino Sanchez, like freaking La Puerta Negra. Like, okay, cool. You know, there you go.
Or I've seen you let it slide a couple times when someone puts it on. You're like, all right, that's that time of the night. It's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so like that's why it's like you go anywhere, and like if people come here because like they just want to listen to like, you know, Bad Bunny, like whatever gets on, like hip hop, and like, you know, it's just like a different vibe in there. And people get upset with me, and I'm just like, you know, some people get it and some people don't, and that's fine. Like, you don't have to come back again if you don't like it, because now you know. But you know, people who like literally get super upset with me, like so offended, like literally, and I'm just like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm sorry. Like, literally, people look at me when like a Bamba song comes on, they're looking at me like waiting for me to change it, and I'm just like, I'm just like. And usually I give people their money back, but yeah, half the time I get my ass chewed out. So I'm just like, oh, whatever, dude.
Well, it was like the same thing when we were trying to do that emo night, rock night, you know? It's like some people would walk in and they're just not trying to hear that, and we would see them leave, and it'd always break my heart because I'm emo, you know? So I'm like, oh, they don't like my music, but you know, like you gotta adapt.
That's why we're emo.
Yeah. you gotta play what the people want, you know? And it's like, and I think lately you've been doing a good job, like, you know, the karaoke cracks and, you know, Tuesdays every once in a while, that shit will be crazy, and then Fridays and your UFC, all that stuff is like, you know, I think you do a good job of providing that space that people don't usually get in like close proximity to their house, you know, and they fucking love it. So
thank you.
So
I try.
Let's switch gears a little bit. How are you right now? Pandemic stuff, like what have you been doing to keep yourself busy? Are you, obviously you're not working, so
no.
Like what's been occupying your days these days, and what have you been doing what have you been doing to pass the time?
Well, the first couple of weeks I didn't do absolutely anything, and then after that I went to the bar, and then, you know, I had like a little moment where I felt really sad, and, you know, I was just like a deep sigh. So honestly, I just been like home, self-reflecting, like making plans, like what I want to do once we're open, and like basically just trying to work on a new menu, like as much as I can. Honestly, dude, like I honestly just been here like home, and the few times I do go to the bar, it just like makes me sad. And I know I have to start working on it, and I just want to come back super strong. So I've just been drinking a lot of wine and enjoying my house, because I know once this is over, like I'm not going to be home again because you know, I barely got my place not that long ago, and this is the most I've ever been home.
Right.
So it's kind of like bittersweet, because like I just like finally was able to like unwind down and kind of just like pick myself up again, because I was pretty burnt out, and like
you think it's like a low-key blessing in disguise a little bit? Because someone told me, they're like, yo, you never stop moving, so the fact that you get to just do nothing must, you know, like your body probably needed that. So, and I feel like you're the same way, right? You take like 1 or 2 days off a week, if that, you know, so like I'm sure you needed it.
Yeah, and first I felt really bad, and I felt like shit, like not doing anything for the bar and like not really working on it. But then I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I've been working my fucking ass off for the last 4 years, and like I need to like be like more easier on myself and not think that way, and just like kind of see it as a blessing in disguise, in a fucked up way. So yeah, I was able to unwind. Like I was able to organize my closet and like put things away and look at things I need to put away, and just like, you know, the whole house thing. And so yeah, it's just like I just been chilling and preparing myself for like what's to come, because I know once this shit's lifted up, people are gonna be going crazy to go in bars. So I'm just like getting ready for that, 'cause it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't wait.
I had the same kind of like trajectory. I was like super depressed and had no idea what the fuck I was doing with my life. And if, you know, I was like, damn, does any of this even matter anymore? If I can't do what the fuck I want to do, like the shit that I do every day, I'm not allowed to do it. So what the fuck does my days matter, you know? And then I went down some crazy like Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, ESPN, DC. Or like I was watching all kinds of shit. And then, and then you know, I kind of like just got my head back on straight, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna try to take advantage and like try to pump out as much of these as possible, because I didn't have time to do these, right, because I was so busy. So taking advantage, set up the shit in the crib, trying to make it happen, trying to hang out with my friends who I don't get to see anymore. Like I used to see you every week, if not more, because sometimes I would just go to the bar to like, you know, have a beer, have some wings. Hey man, so I was there like 75% of my time. You know, it's a nice place to be. You know, it's a nice place.
80.
I always say it's like that place is like Cheers, you know? It's like I always walk in there and I see someone I know. It's like where everybody knows your name, you know?
Always, Sneaky.
Yeah.
Always.
So.
I do believe you when you say that because, yeah, you're a Gemini, so you're crazy, dude. You're always on the go. You're like a little tornado. You don't stop. So I know it's a big deal for you. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been wild. And then I'm not seeing
cool,
anybody,
though.
so I I love people, and there's no people, so.
I know, but it's good because like I said, it's just gonna be crazy after this, and everyone just needs to know the restart button because it was just really crazy.
It's true.
But I mean, in a good way. I'm not complaining about it. Whatever. I'm just like taking it this what it is and just waiting for it to be over. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna like
drink wine and fucking watch Netflix.
Yeah, but honestly, like more than likely, probably next week or the next 2 weeks, I'm probably gonna start doing to-go stuff.
Trying to do what?
To-go.
Oh, to go? Like
go
curbside pickup and stuff and drinks on the go?
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
Oh, that sounds tight. Well, let me know. I'll help you promote. You also have merch, right? We'll keep selling merch. You know, you can mail that shit out. That's something we could do online, you know, to get the...
For sure.
And then we could do some live streams. Like, you know, I could take over your IG live or something. You know, we could do some DJ stuff, you know. I'm sure Bella's down. So
I'm super down. Oh, yeah, for sure.
We're going to figure it out. It's going to be cool. Have you been doing anything else
I'm
cool?
excited.
Has there been anything like that, like, you know, people have been busting out with the live concerts and people are doing like, you know, all kinds of interactive stuff. Has there been anything that you've seen that's dope that like you were like, oh shit, this would have never happened if it wasn't for fucking the corona shit?
No, because I've been making shit happen. Like honestly, it's been like the opposite way. Drops mic. Goodbye.
All right. I guess okay. So that was our interview. Thank you, everybody.
No, but really, there honestly like can't really think of anything. Like, no, I just been like having a good time with my roommate, who's my best friend, and like just. Yeah, dude. It's like enjoying quarantine life.
For all the people that might have been worried, Novacaine's not going to go away, right? Y'all are going to be able to weather this storm. It's not like because some businesses are like bankruptcy or like, you know, they can't do it. So I'm just, you know, we can give all the people over here in the hood some good news. Novacane will be here when it's all over.
It's going to be there. We check up on it. He's still there.
Every time I pass by, I'm like, I look at the bar. I'm like driving by.
I know. So no, we're good. We're gonna be okay.
And your employees, have they been able to like? Are you still in touch with them? How were they able to like do unemployment or paycheck protection? I know your mom even hit me up and was like, "Hey, here's some links if you need to apply for money. Like use the Novacane, whatever. Like try to get whatever you can." So, I mean, I think that's really cool that y'all are looking out for your people too. It's not just talk like y'all.
100%.
I'm not even like a. She said she's like, "I'm sorry, I can't put you like on my payroll and take care of you like I take care of everybody else, but like try to use these links." So that she didn't have to do that, that's super tight. Like, so I'm pretty sure everybody's doing well, so that's cool. Yeah,
well, the girls are super anxious and like ready to come back. So the fact that they're like all like waiting and like knowing the fact that we still have a job with like and they still have their place there, like it just makes you really happy that they're looking forward to it. They're just like, oh my god, I can't wait to go back to work. Can't wait, blah blah blah. So it's just like, like we're still a team, and we're still, we're there for each other. We text each other, we call each other. So we're just like always checking on them, and we're just like ready for all of us to get together when we can. But slowly we'll start like being able to be whole. But pretty sure in the beginning, like I won't be able to like schedule like all the girls like at once. So I don't know how it's gonna be. Like, I'm gonna find out.
They're gonna roll out. They're gonna roll out rules.
I don't know how it's gonna be like. Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna be like because like it's gonna have my waitresses, and have my bartenders, and then like the security guards and like the cooks. I wonder how it's gonna be like as far as like the whole like keeping like social distancing. Like I don't know how it's gonna happen.
Well, I think what I heard was like they're gonna say like half the tables
Uh-huh.
And then like everybody who's working, serving is just gonna have to be wearing like gloves and masks and stuff. So it's probably gonna be like
That's so fucking crazy.
less capacity, and then like everybody just has to be all gloved up. You probably want to get your security guard like one of those thermometers, so when they, you know, and he's like, "Let me check your forehead." It's probably gonna
That's why I'm just I'm just like tripping out like how it's gonna, if it's gonna be like that, like exactly how you said, like really, like gloves and masks for everyone. Like, oh my gosh.
And I think like here's kind of the crazy part is like no one knows if that actually helps or works, but I feel like people are gonna be more comfortable, or you know, like they're gonna be more willing to go to your place, knowing you have these things in place, even if they don't work, right? It's just gonna be like psychologically, like, oh yeah, let's go to Novacane. Like they test the thermometers, like all the girls are wearing gloves, like masks. It's like it's cool, it's safe, you know? Like oh my god. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. And it's gonna be in stages.
It's just so crazy to even do that, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like to check for that, it's just like it's just like it's really
because what happens if someone's hot but they were already like hanging out where everybody was at, or it's like okay, we're all fucked now, thanks, you know. I don't know. Definitely no more sessions with random people, like, you know, no more sharing drinks. No more like, oh yeah, taste this, here, taste this drink they just made me. Like,
no more like, hey, let's go smoke a blunt or something. Like we can't. No.
Or like, you know, sometimes people will be like, oh, I'm leaving, here you can finish my drinks. Like, nope, I'm not down to, I'm sorry, I don't want your free cocktail right now.
Yeah, I'm good, I don't want to try it. No, 100%, dude. That's why I'm just like I'm just expecting kind of the worst at this point and seeing how it's gonna be like when we open, and like if people are able to like slowly start coming in and see like the kind of protocols we have to do. Maybe start printing paper menus and throw them out each time a new person comes in or stuff like that, you know. And it's just like I don't know, like I don't know what's to come, so I'm just like gonna wait and find out.
Well, luckily, you know, you got a good head on your shoulders, and like you said, you know, early back in the day, your dad had to clean, you know, his own bar, but now y'all have people who do that. So, you know, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to take they're probably gonna have to do a little bit more disinfecting. You're probably gonna have one of the girls is probably gonna have to do more like, you know, bleach and wiping down stuff or alcohol, whatever, you know, but. Yeah, I mean, we're going to figure it out. I mean, we're all living in a new world. And I think that's what's been really helpful with, like, me just kind of getting back to it, is just kind of accepting, like, yo, this is life now, you know? Like, the quicker you get used to it, the quicker you can, like, start being productive and doing shit.
Yeah. 100%. It's crazy, man. We're living in history.
We're in history. Yeah. I mean, like, people, like, we've seen all kinds of shit, right? Like we thought like Y2K was gonna fuck our shit up, and then like the 2008 financial, or like, you know, 9/11, 2008 crash. What else? And then we thought fucking the Mayan calendar was gonna happen.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, it's like I
think I believe that one the most. For sure.
Like the stars. It has to be true. It's in the stars.
Yeah, dude, because I'm fucking half Guatemalan, so I'm just like,
yeah, those are my people. Those are my people.
Yeah.
You're like, past the ayahuasca. I mean, I'm just, I'm more worried about people. Like we're good, you know. Luckily, like I'm kind of this. I'm blessed in the same way. Like I had a family who was industrious.
You know what I'm scared about?
What?
I'm scared about dealing with the customers. How fucked up they're gonna get at the bars, and then
not being
that's like, what I'm scared of.
Having to like touch people or get close to, or like try to like.
Can't like touch them.
You have to pull out a stick. You're gonna have to have a stick, a 6-foot long pole that you're just like, hey, get out of here. Hey, and then like just poke them like a spear, like, hey. Maybe you can have like you put a baseball glove on the end of it, and then there's
but no, think about it. How are my security guards gonna kick someone out? They can't like really touch them.
All right, so I was watching this show called Legion, and like there was like this agent. They were gonna like do a raid on this house, and they had a giant hook, and they like hooked the guy, you know, and they hooked him and pulled him out. Like it was a big hook, you know, because if you're drunk,
bro,
you know,
that sounds like a lawsuit.
I don't know. Maybe you're just gonna, like, the girls are just gonna have to cut people off, you know, sooner. Like you're not gonna be able to get as wasted, I guess. I don't know. I feel like you're gonna have to like you do craft cocktails and just make like invent shit. You should start inventing like immunity boosting drinks. Like here's your vitamin D, C, and zinc cocktail.
Here, no, I need you to take this ginger shot on the side before you take this shot. It's fresh with turmeric. There you go.
It's like here's your chaser.
Now,
here's the chaser. Yeah, it's like the shot and the chaser.
Now you can have this. Now you can have this vodka water. Fucking people, dude.
Nah, I don't know.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Oh, Matt, I need another beer, actually. Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah.
Talk to the people.
Whoa, do you guys look at this painting? Do you see that painting? That's really intense. Cause, dude, what's up with your painting in the background? That's intense. Hey, your painting in the background is really intense.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He's like blowing your brains out.
Is it a her? You don't even know.
Well, it looks like a little boy, even worse.
Yeah, I don't know. It's it's funny you mentioned the painting because ever since I've been doing these podcasts and like promoting them, putting them up more, people who know that artist are like, hey, is that so-and-so's painting? Like, you know him? And I was like, actually, I kind of won it. Like when I was a little kid, I have no idea. The artist, his name's Adrian. So like he's from Southgate, I won this at a cafe in Southgate, Cafe Cashmere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Do you remember Cafe Cashmere?
Nice.
Next to the Allen Theater? Remember it had all the trippy art, like the dude ripping his thing open and like the eyes, like that's this artist. So they raffled it off. They raffled it off there and I won it because I bought like 5 tickets. And so it comes up. People are like, "Oh, like that's from that cafe," and it's like it's just funny.
That's dope.
Yeah, it is pretty intense.
That's cool that people are able to recognize it.
Yeah, I guess like Adrian? Yeah, his name's Adrian.
Shout out Adrian.
Adrian. I wish I knew his last name, and I think he's on Instagram. But every once in a while, I put a picture up with it, and people tag him, and like we haven't actually like connected, But he said thank you once. Like I'm glad he's still around,
Nice. What's up?
All right, cheers. I got a beer.
Cheers.
So,
yeah,
dude, this is crazy.
I know.
We're living in like a wild time. You know what though? I've been having a lot of conversations with folks, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of positive shit coming out of here.
I hope so.
Like as an optimist, I feel like this is like there's an awakening happening, and not even like in some spiritual way, even like just people are realizing how much time they don't spend with their families, and like how important education and teachers are. There's just like jobs are people are realizing how like what's essential and like what's the value of people and work, and people are starting to ask questions like, why do we get paid shit, but when everything falls apart, like we're the ones that have to keep working, So I just feel like there's like a lot of
100%
questions are being unearthed right now, and I think we have an opportunity to like go into a positive future if we if we just keep remembering this moment, because I feel like people feel connected right now. Like you hear about people getting sick and dying, or like you see people in masks, or you see little kids who can't hug their relatives and stuff, like my nieces and nephews, like my mom, like no one's like hugging and touch. It's like it's like it's kind of traumatic, And so I think if we remember how when all this opens up and people can be together, and like if we remember and like try to appreciate each other more, and just like really take advantage of like going places and being with people, and like I don't know, I think there's like a potential for a positive future, But it's up to us.
Honestly,
Angela.
couldn't have said it better. Yeah, you said it on point. I 100% think that, and I hope people don't take things for granted again, like just hopping in your car and just grabbing like a coffee real quick or something, like just the little things that like we take for granted every day that we don't really like think about. So this is nothing to me. Like I feel like I was just actually just telling one of my good friends, like I'm like, how long were we in quarantine? Like 2 months? Like, dude, come on. Like this is like a little mini vacation, honestly. So, I mean, we should take it for what it is and be happy. Honestly, personally, to me, I don't feel like we're ready to open up anything right now. I think it's way too soon. That's what I'm kind of scared about because I personally know a couple people who have was infected with the virus. So they're negative now. But I mean, just the fact that like I know people and that's how, it's real. So I just really hope that people like realize that like our planet really needs to like be taken care of because obviously since we had a pause in the world, a lot of animals started going to natural habitats and like the pollution, there's less pollution in the air and like just like a bunch of other things that have happened that kind of really like I don't want to like throw facts out there, but like just honestly it helped a lot. So I just like hope bigger people above us realize that and like take action because we fucking need it. Because if this is a little minor wake up call, like imagine what's to come in the future. Yeah. So that's more scary. And like I'm trying to fucking have like a future as far as like having kids and like obviously like they're gonna be the ones fucked if we don't fix everything right now. So what's the point of like even like trying to produce if like there's like nothing to have in the future because we're fucking up every day.
Right.
And so like I said, I don't know, dude. I just hope people fucking wake up.
No, I mean one of my SD homies, he recently moved in with his like college sweetheart and they had a kid, and I got invited. It's funny, their baby shower was I got invited, but I couldn't go because I had a DJ, and it was literally the last gig I DJ'd because the lockdown happened that following Monday. And so, like, she literally had a kid in, like, the height of the pandemic, and so, like, luckily, both of them they both work in IT, so they get to work from home. And so, like, he's sending us pictures of, like, we're in a group chat. He's sending pictures of the baby, and they're hanging out. And it's, like, super cute. But I'm just like, fuck. Like, yeah, this kid is... And, like, no knock on them, right? Whatever. Like, they want to have a family. Like, that's everybody's right, to be able to, like, reproduce and, pursuit of happiness and all that. But it's just wild to think about the future that kid's gonna grow up in, and like none of us might be able to hold that baby for a while, like let alone see it or be in the same room with it, but like actually pick it up and hold it and like it's just it's just crazy. It's just
be around family members, period.
Right. So like have you seen your mom or Jerry or anybody? Have you just been you and whoever's in your house, or like what's your quarantine? Who are you kind of like locked down with?
In the beginning, it was just like my best friend and I. So, and her boyfriend. So it was just us three quarantined for like honestly like the first month, like. And then I recently saw my parents and my brother. So like as soon as like I went to my mom's house because like we just had to we had to see each other and like, there was like important things to sign and like there's
it was inevitable. It was essential business.
We had to. So like, but when I got to her house, like she's fucking having me take my shoes off. She's freaking doing a Lysol shower on me. Literally spraying me with fucking Lysol, and then go wash your hands. Can't wash my hands. Here, and I'm like, hand sanitizer, and I just like take off whatever I have on me.
Your mom knows what's up. I do the same shit. Yeah. That's what we do over here. Like it's alcohol showers. Go wash your hands.
My mom has been delivering food to like all the elders. Like she's been like teaming up with a lot of the Southgate councilman people and like doing a lot of delivering to a lot of low income families. So she's been honest. So like I've been like kind of worried about her. I know I've been worried about her. I'm just like, hello, like are you being careful? Like no. I'm like getting worried for her, but like, she's self-distancing and, she's smart. She knows what she's doing. So I'm just like, okay. But, so I recently saw my parents and they're good. Everyone's just like home, self-quarantine. My brothers haven't gone anywhere. My parents haven't gone, my mom was the only one who's gone out. My dad has been home. everyone has been home. My little brother's just like, yay, no school. And then,
So who's
yeah,
doing the
so they're just like,
homeschooling for your little brother, or is it all online?
well, they're doing Zoom. They're doing Zoom stuff. Yeah, but you still like no school.
Yeah.
So they're like, gaming and all that stuff. But yeah, like I recently saw them and it was cool, and I was just like, fuck, like I needed this. I was like low-key going crazy. At one point I wasn't like even getting out of my room. I was like literally in my dungeon, like just going downstairs for food, like a little caveman. Like Postmates, and then going back upstairs.
And then you're like,
exactly. Exactly. No, for sure, 100%. So, I was like, oh shit, I need to get some like vitamin D outside, and like, I'm looking a little pale.
No, dude, and then like it's been getting hot recently, so it's like it's harder to want to stay inside because it's even like grosser, right? It's like I live in an apartment, so like me and like my neighbor will both be outside, like kind of away from each other, drinking, like, hey, what's up, bro? Like, it's the hotter it gets, I feel like it's gonna be harder for people to like stay home and like because they don't have AC.
Well,
like I know a lot of people who don't have AC and shit. Like I don't have AC.
Yeah, it sucks. One thing I will admit is like my kid's birthday was just on Wednesday, so I had people here, and it was the most I ever had in a long time. So
damn, happy belated birthday.
Yeah, like my parents were here, I had a couple of friends.
Wait, so you had a party?
Yeah.
You had a party?
And I think it just froze.
Oh yeah, you know what? Oh, you're back.
Oh my God, hey.
Okay, yeah, I you froze, and I was still talking to you, so I was like, hopefully it comes back, and then it did. But
cool.
you had a party?
Not party per se.
You had a party, girl. You had a birthday party. You straight up. You were like, I've been social distancing, and I had a party. Fuck.
It was 10 people. It was like 10 people. It was 10 people.
You're like, it was within the law, SHNEAKY.
It was 10 people.
Wow.
It was a social gathering, but like, yeah, I'll be real. So I'm like, okay.
Oh, I lost you again.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
My parents.
Yeah.
A few of my best friends that I've.
Okay.
New friends I haven't seen, and yeah.
Sorry, you were frozen again, but I heard you, so that's cool.
All right.
You had some people. You got to. It's always nice to like have other people's energy, like that shit. That shit could change.
Well, yeah, we didn't know how to act. It was like, like that's what I'm telling you. Like I'm scared how the bars are gonna be because like just that alone, like everyone's already bouncing off of each other and just like being like interacting with people again and just like laughing at different jokes that I don't know, like you're just around the same fucking people.
Yeah, so like pumping each other to drink, like, hey, we haven't seen each other forever. Let's get fucked up.
Yeah, like so it was just like it was crazy, dude. It was a lot of fun. Got fucked up, and yeah, here we are.
Well, happy belated birthday. I think you froze again. So if you come back, Angie, come back. Angie, come back. Hello. Damn it. All right, folks. This is the only downside of the Zoom calls. Are you back? Okay. So before I lose you again, and because we're about to hit our hour mark, it's been freaking awesome talking to you. So happy that you're doing well, and you're still looking cute. You're not like too hermit life over there. So yeah, and I'm excited for the bar. I can't wait. I got your back. We're gonna make that shit crack. And if there's any shout outs you want to give or anything you want people to social media, or I don't know if you're still mailing out merch or whatever, give you some seconds to like just do your final goodbyes and shit. It's been awesome though.
Okay, he's fucking freezing.
You're back. I hear you, but I don't see you. Give it a second. All right, you're back?
It keeps freezing. Yeah, there you go.
All right. So say your goodbyes.
Okay.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for having me, SHNEAKY. It was fun talking to you. I honestly miss you a lot in our conversations. We've always had the bar. I really appreciate you and how much you care about the bar and like how much you promote it and just how much you like, acknowledge it and like you recognize it and like you just like stand like for it. And I really appreciate you so much because like you are like low-key like the voice of the people for the community. And like I'm just like really blessed to have your, you know, just like your whole vibe there and your energy. And thank you so much for everything you do. Aside from that, I just want to say a shout out to my Novacane girls. Love you. Hang in there for me. We're almost through this. And to my customers, you guys, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And I appreciate you guys. And thank you so much for supporting me and my vision and like what I stand for. And I promise not to let anyone down as far as when it comes to like hospitality and, you know, just everything. Love you all. We're going to get through this. We're all going through it. Peace and love.
All right. You can follow Novacane on Instagram at Novacane Bar. And I'm on, just search SHNEAKY wherever. And I'll be back. And thank you, Angie, for your time. And appreciate you and your space and everything you do for us here in the city of Huntington Park and beyond. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Yo, let's talk about recognition and respect.